tuning into tonight's episode of Can the Phone Stand Up? Put some projects aside and go blind. Yeah, let's go blind. Holy shit, that's bright. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall over. Alright, let's get. Welcome to my ramshackle shack in the back closet. But what we had to talk about is serious. What we're going to work on tonight. Some of these still need shaping, and some of them still need shaping, and they all need polish up to 200,000. What is finished? Aha, there is one that I believe is finished. So, before I get too sidetracked in practicality, what we have here is the workshop in the closet, where we take really wonderful stuff from Tech Diamond Tools, diamond paste. This one happens to be 200,000. Maybe everybody knows about this, but for you people just starting, I've got the whole line from 3, 4, 5, 8, 14, 50, 100, 200,000 to polishing up. And the first ones that I've taken up that far have just been, it's been awesome. Maybe hard to show you without picking up the phone, but check my website for any pictures. So this piece is meant to go into this awesome little oval shaped silver. I use primarily silver, and yes, this one is done. It is fit to size, and I don't like doing that. So, practicality has been accomplished. We are going to set this puppy tonight. Just make sure everything's good, you know. I mean, spend 7 to 10 hours on a stone, I feel like, and still not always entirely happy with a small gap or something. So look at it again and again. I should get a little felt pad for underneath me. Work on that. Alright, so now that you know the plan, process can begin. What I like to do, and this is legitimately my very beginning of using these pastes and bits and everything. So if anybody has any advice that they think is better, by all means, fill me in. So I've got Fordham roto tool, and this is 4,000. So I like to, everything's already polished up to 3,000 from my grinder. So I'll take out 4,000, dab this up a little bit, and get rolling. Just squeeze out a little bit. And this being my beginning doing this, I don't really know a better way, so I'll just smear it around, rub it in with the bottle, and then clean the bottle up on the bit. Gets a nice coating. Maybe there's like a tool or something that's already been made to accomplish this problem, but this works fine so far. And just pop it all around there. I like it on the tip, and I'm going to need to get a few more sets of these tips because I like some tips better, but all the tips that you see me use are good enough so far. So, got that. 4,000. Engage. So this is going to be going to a friend of mine's wife as a present. Just very nice family and just really good friends. So let's see. That ring does have a backside, so this gem does have some color on the back, so I'm going to polish the back and obviously the sides as well. So just double check all the way around. Here we go. I'll have to see how long this video is to get an understanding of how long it takes to do this. I really don't even know. I've only done it a few times and I just lose track of time and do my thing. So my trade that I do is tile, build showers, floors, fireplaces, stuff like that. And in my job, you just sit down and do your thing and just get lost in time. Polishing up these stones is a lot like that too. I wonder if this will be a video where you can barely hear anything that I'm saying the whole time because I just got a phone rolling. So I'm gonna put some 4000 on my face. Get that nice, like, almost like a lotion consistency to it when you get it rolling right. Yeah, it gets like wet, like lotion. I like this bit. This round bit's pretty nice. And mob around, polish my fingertips. Shit. So, we're flying. Whew. I have to put felt backdrops everywhere in this workshop here. Something, curtains, so that these things go flying. They don't fall on hard surfaces. What are your guys' favorite shape tips for polishing? I would love to know. So, this one. Oh yeah, a lot of colors on the bottom here. Didn't quite see before. Trying to do as much polish as I can with the 4. Each subsequent grit. A little bit, can be a little bit less, but more is always better. Don't neglect the bottom side, man. At the bottom, when they take a peek, they're like, wow. This thing looks good on the bottom. Okay. Shiny. So for those of you that haven't used one of these tools, it has a foot switch. And for those of you that like to drive manual cars, use your left foot. My setup is pretty affordable, I think. I haven't purchased a cap king. I don't really think I have a need for it yet. I'm guessing it's probably faster, more consistent. Obviously there's water. But I'm thinking polishing like this, definitely not the best way. My fingers are getting touched and stuff. Oh, by the way, I don't have a cap king. I use a 5-inch angle grinder. Something I use in tile all the time. And then I have diamond pads up to 3000. Makes a stone really beautiful. Pretty enough to show off. But I am going to slowly go through my stuff and take it up to 200,000, everything. Just the type of work I like to do, the best I can. And all of my stuff is obviously for sale. Okay, I think that's enough for 4,000. We kind of got everywhere pretty good. So yeah, how do we want to go about not contaminating? Mini Dixie cup. Go grab a towel probably. Just do a little rinse. That's 1,000. Yeah. Some toilet paper is pretty good. Gets it off really well because it's super absorbent. Yeah, give the stone a little wash too. because I don't want my 4,000 paste interfering with my 5,000 paste. So, time me while I go to get some toilet paper. Alright, we're back. So, 4K done. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little video of the quality as we do this process. Alright, this is one of my favorite little gems. We'll take it out of the polishing light. That's much better. Oh, what a shiner, dude. I call this one the crab claw. Or like crab legs, but like, or scarab, you know, something more elegant than crab claw. But okay, there's a little 4K action. A little shot of the setup here, right? Got some goodies. 200K. Take the 4K out. Alright, so 5-inch angle grinder. That's what I use to shape them. It's a pain in the butt. They go flying out of my hands sometimes. But other than that, it's very affordable. I have a fan set up to take all the dust away. And haven't had a problem. Very sensitive with dust as well from working with tile. I don't like having dust getting in my eyes and stuff. I use a lot of safety gear. Some people don't. I do. Alright, 5,000. Again, Tech Diamond Tools. 5,000. If I don't write it down, I'll probably forget it. Try to keep it in order and get them mixed up. Got all my bits. 4, 5 I have now. 8, 14, 50, 100, 200,000. Got them lined up. So they sit in their slot. Alright, let's get a little bit of this 5,000 on there. So yeah, once polished with the angle grinder, I mean, it's at 3,000. So does anybody else do an angle grinder? I would love to know. I have this weird feeling that I'm like the only person that uses who makes the angle grinder? That's variable speed also. You gotta get a very variable speed angle grinder so you can turn it down low. I use the lowest speed when I polish stones, regardless of what grit I'm using. There's no need to go any faster. I can't remember the name of it. Nice grinder. A lot of tile people use it, sort of an older school one. It's not Milwaukee or DeWalt or anything like that. But yeah, it works great. Just plug it in, it's small. So that tool is like 150, all the pads, probably all set up for 200 or so. And then the Fordham tool is actually more, about 450 for this. Zoom, zoom. Put my 4K water over there. So I like to spread it out and kind of go slow at first, and then I guess I speed up a little bit as I get going. Got a lot of gray on my bit right here from I polished my ring up. I didn't want to unmount it. So, you know, I'm not too worried. It's a learning experience. The gray is all on my fingers mostly now, you know, cleaning the bit on the stone, I guess. But, you know, it's all good now. Take it up to get that 5K done speed. Yeah, if any of what you're seeing is as horrifying you, let me know, because I am going to improve my skills, and these bits are just the first time I'm using them, and I'm taking note of it. that little bit of grayness is making this stone any worse. I'm not worried about it ruining it. It's going to, I could always polish it again. So I like that organic learning experience. But please save me some steps, you know, if you see something. Maybe you guys spin it faster. Maybe y'all spin it slow. I don't know. But I read the instructions, and it said to move your tool in a circular motion. But they can start to get hot. That is something that can be a problem. As soon as I feel it get hot, I remind myself to have my water ready for my 5K water. You know, keep the stone as cool as possible. Look, it's not rocket science here. Just like with tile, it's a person building something, you know? Now, if I find out that what I did was bad and I should get rid of all this little gray from my ring, I won't do it again. I'm going to get new bits. There's going to be more stones. No one's ever going to get a stone where I'm like, shoot, I did with the gray from the dirt and then I never told them. Like, no, it's not how I roll. It's just fun to learn. And wow, this thing's looking good. Son of a. But yeah, as soon as they start to get hot, cool them right down. Don't mess around with that. It can. I use all Australian opal primarily, but it can cause it to fracture. It can cause sometimes like color changes or hot flashes or whatever. I'm sure. I wouldn't doubt any of it. You can also add just a little bit of water. Keep the bit lubricated and like burning paste off. Literally second or third time I've done this, so I'm just trying things out. Add a little bit of water to this so that my paste goes a little farther. I can do a reapply. Now that some of that gray is gone, and then salvage this grit, you know, this level. You know what I'm talking about? You can see my bit is like a little gray because I was cleaning my stone and I didn't want to take it out of the ring. Look, I got a full-time job, man. I got a normal life. I'm trying to check this out, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's kind of funny. It's better than nothing. I'm tired of hearing that sound. Pretty little gems slapping on the ground. Alright. I should probably call that company and ask them, like, hey, you know, using your paste, is there a preferred speed? You know, is it better if I go faster? Does that just burn things up? I'm starting to feel like I already know the answer to this. Sure is fun to go real fast in that. Just keep it wet, cool. See how this works. Yeah, the speed never hurt nobody. As long as it's nice and wet and cool. Chicka bing. Definitely go faster when it's wet and cool is a good way to put it also. I don't lose all my grit. Just be cleaning this thing. Fine medium. I might grit up one more time. Yeah, to 5. Let's do that. Let's make sure we got 5 real nice. No more water, just grit. I like the color of it now. It's not too much gray anymore. So I think we're doing the right thing for this stone, which is going to a good friend. It's going to be an awesome piece of jewelry in their family forever. From that crazy tile guy, decided to start doing opals too. So just wiggle the stone. Kind of simulates doing a circle with the hand tool. Try to keep that paste on the stone and run the bit over it. You know, you gotta pay attention to what you're trying to actually do. It's easy to just say, oh, you know, I'm making contact, this thing's moving fast, so you're doing it. But it's more like, the more you can comprehend what you're doing, the more you're gonna get done. Fast, slow, I don't know. Someday these questions will be answered. I can look back on this video and laugh at myself. Madness. Yeah, it's all a combination of speed, pressure, how much of the compound you have at the right place, at the right time, you know. And I've learned this stuff doing tile, so I have a mental image of what my motions are doing on a tile scale, and just taking it from there. See if it corresponds to looking really good on a stone. Alright, so I think 5's pretty good there. And then I just add the water to the other cup and stack them. I guess if I'm doing multiple stones, I would keep my pile out for a while. I don't have a lot of space, and I'm doing one stone tonight. It's beautiful scarab. Ha! Damn, alright. Let's see what we got going. Out the light. I like to tell people by the time I get to 200,000, practically glows. But the fact of the matter is, at 200,000, it's a mirror finish. So, there's 5. We're at 22 minutes for 2 grits. I got a bunch more to go. This is going to be both a long video and a learning experience. I'm trying to do this a little quicker, I hope. It's a long time for 2 grits. Got the 5 out here still, man. We're talking, not thinking. Gotta find the cap. Right. 8 is great. 8,000. And the shape of this bit is really pointy. So we're just keeping myself guessing. We got a round one, then we had like a more conical, and now we've got a whole lot of compound. I'm probably gonna leave some on the bottle there. That's my bad. Way too much came out on that one. This one is very pointy. We've got so much compound, it's retarded. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that goobered up on there. I'm sorry about saying that. I don't think it's right to just drop that word. It just slips out. If anybody's offended, I would like to apologize. Alright, 8,000. So I kind of like this bit. I can lay a long flat surface on there from a distance. It's thin, not really hit my fingers as much so far. So yeah, I like the thin one. I used 3 of them, that makes sense. Remembering. The tip gets a little light though, loses its rigidity. Ah, the paper landed and I didn't hear nothing. Oh. Get it off the paper. These gems get so shiny, it's damn hard to pick them up. Ooh. like to make sure I get the edges too. Sometimes I have a pretty smooth rolled edge. It's kind of pointy in my opinion, and I like to make sure I get that exact angle, whatever that is, right 45 to the tip. Like the shape. You see this one has a pretty pointy top edge. I like to just go right on that 45 at least a little bit. Make sure that I'm just keeping that visual point at the best that it can be, because you can see a difference. You can often see it while you're doing it, but at the end it's a culmination. So use a little bit more of this stuff. It's shot out too much off the get-go. Well, it flows good when you get a little bit of water in it, for sure. It spreads super easy. Let's drop that goodness right on the back. Use a little more force and less speed, since we have so much product right now. Oh god, this is bringing these colors out is so enjoyable. I just saw a flash on the back like never seen. So again, I'm going slower now and pushing a little harder. Trying not to roast my fingertips anywhere. And then so many times in time you want to like brace it somewhere so you can just want to brace it so you can put that pressure on it in the angle that you want it. Not often easy. Alright, do the crescent top edge. A nice forceful polish. So, I want that stuff to buff it up. It's like, how hard do you have to push to make hand motion have a grip? I don't know. You tell me. If you have any idea, go ahead and comment your answer. Is it more how hard you push and slower speed, or is it better to maybe just do a light, high speed? I already think I know the answer to that. So lighter pressure, higher speed, or more pressure, lower speed. In my opinion, they're both good. Alright, should we call that 8? Yeehaw. Let's call that 8K. Another 8 minutes. Yeah, you can see, not so much even in the color, but you can see the light behind me starting to reflect more. And this is the point where I start to see stuff that I shaped just start to stand out. Like, God, how did you leave that big of a mess up on the shaping? And it's because everything else is now getting so mirrory. So yeah, we're up to 8 now. And again, not even so much the color, because I'm just holding it in the palm of my hand, but if you see where the light's reflecting, the mirroring, everything's going to show better once you mirror the gem. Alright. About 8. I think 14 is next. Bring that water. Have a sip of water. It's going on 30 minutes to get this. There's a lot of 8 left on there. It's kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and dress the gem for next time so we don't waste that extra compound. Dress the gem. Dress the roto bit. Leave all that on there. It might dry out and fall off. I don't know. Just rub it in. Definitely be ready to go for the next time I sit down to do some. Clean off as much of that as I can. That works for me. Alright, next bit. Yeah, just try to wash my hands as much as I can in between grits. And we're at 14. Sometimes this stuff, I don't know why, separates in the tube. You have like the, whatever it is that moves the stuff around, and the actual diamond paste itself, you can tell it's different because one's cream and one is gray. It just takes a little more time to smush them together on the bit. No big deal. I don't know if you can tell, but they're just totally separated. That one's the gray and that one's like the yellow. See that? No biggie. Still great stuff. All right. 14,000. Here we go. The G-forces start peeling back my eyeballs and eyelids. 14,000. No, there's no G-force doing opals. Is there? So yeah, again, I like going a little slower and pushing harder because there's so much of the polishing compound right on the bit when I start that if I do the fast and light motion, I'm just going to fling 90% of it off the bit. So that's another good point. Yeah, when you have a lot of compound, you just dress it up. Go with the hard and slow. That way you make the most of what you got there. And then when it starts to wear off, then you can go with the fast. I got some more right there. I'm going to dab it on, do some more with the hardest. Try to push hard. It's slipping out of my hands. I want it to get hot. That's another thing. So maybe hard and slow. Doesn't get as hot. It still does a good job. If I keep doing that, it's going to be hot. Then I'm about to drop it in the water. I'm going to lose all my compound, which is like a nice little lotion right now. So maybe that's what you need to do. I can feel this thing getting slippery. I can't even tell you guys. It just wants to slip right out of my hands. That edge again. I'll always hit that edge each time, and then the light will transfer ever so much better from the sides to the top and the bottom to the top. That edge is important in my eyes. I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but more often I'm making some stones for people I know really well, family, and when you find the right stone, you think about that person the whole time you make it. Just as part of, you know, if you're not doing a video, or you're just thinking to yourself, or you're listening to some music and you have a thought here, a thought there, and you're making it for this stone for this person. So it kind of like embeds a magic into it. Love, or a personality. It's definitely a personal stone. The color just sits right on top when you get it to this polish. Like, I've had this stone for a while. Like I said, this is only my second or third time using these grits, doing this process. And I've never seen this stone show its pattern the way it is right now. It just sits right on top. Normally, even though it sits on top and it's super visible, it's like there was a haze, I guess. As simple as that. Do the last touch with the 8 or 14, we know where we are. Right on the top of that face. That it just feels so smooth. I feel like these sides are getting neglected because every time I try to do a side, it burns my finger, slips out of my hand. That's a little unfortunate, but they're definitely not getting neglected. They're maybe just the tiniest bit. Like there could be a spot that's not perfectly polished, which irks me. But what would you rather have? A stone that you can afford, and maybe there's a spot you'll never notice on the side, might even get hidden by a prong. You're not gonna find that spot on the face, so cut me some slack. I do the start to finish, the purchasing and receiving guide too. Yeah. So the most important stuff is honestly putting it all together, being honest about it. I think that you still have an excellent value when you get one of my stones. It'll stand up to anything else that you've ever seen. That's my statement, straight up. I buy them from the same ridge of lightning and polish them to the best of my ability. So yeah, by all means, if you guys have some other tricks that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear. I think I'm doing it pretty good so far, but I won't be arrogant and say I know I'm doing it the best. It is also, you know, it's personal. It's up to your own personal preference. Some people like matrix. Some people like Ethiopian. Some people like Australian. Some people like white. Some people like boulder. Some people like American, fairy, and opal are from Nevada, and fire opal from anywhere in Brazil. So it's totally up to personal preference. All right, who's ready for some 14K? Come on, honey. Stand up. Can't bend my hand that way. Just sitting down there, and it was shining as much as I can believe, right? Just sitting there. Where'd you go? All right. Yeah, it's hard to see the color and such because my polished one is so bright. It's a great light, but you know, if anybody has recommendations on the best light, let me know. Here's the backside. Pretty shiny little sort of white crystal. There we go. Let's get a little shot of you looking good. This one has such a cool pattern across it. I'm having so much trouble getting it. There we go. That was a decent flash. It's alright. Maybe I'll edit out some of this attempts for when I finally do get it. Bam! So, at 14K, color's sitting on top. Not super impressed by the way the glare looks on it, but it will be. Look, you're not really seeing scratches anymore. You're seeing, almost looks like pock marks or a fingerprint. Might be a fingerprint. Alright. Carrying on. Let's take it up to 21, I think. 14. 21. Do the same thing and put the rest of that 14 back on there. Maybe I should have done a little bit more. I think it felt really good while I was doing it. That's weird. It goes right from 14 to 50. Well, yeehaw, baby. I thought I had a 20 in there for some reason. 21, I thought. Alright, 50. Find me in my closet, polishing up a tip. Gonna rub up some stones. If you want to get some shit, buy my jewelry. Holla at me. You find me in my closet, polishing up stones. Diamonds in a paste. Want to find a rock a home? Hey, you heard of Rockefeller? Now you heard of rock a home? Till it's so shiny, you can see your dome. Alright, Fitty. Yo, we can't afford any more lines from you, Fitty, bro. We can't afford what you done giving us already. Still hearing a song in my head. Going with the firm push, not as much speed. And just thinking about as if I was just shaping a stone, you know? But I know that I'm doing it with a much different grit. And that's how I kind of approach it sometimes. Yeehaw! Yeah, that's why I think the sides get neglected sometimes. It's flying out of my hands, and then I just have to pick another point to start at and do the whole thing again. It's like, who fucking knows? Just kidding. Alright, we'll get through this. This is gonna be a classic video for sure. 50K all day, polishing up this little cracker. She's a cracker jacker. Make it come back up. Get out of this stone. Put it on your papa. Me got one for me cousin. Them stones, they be buzzing all around town in the country. I would love to, if anyone is a miner, let's just have a chat, man. I'd love to just hear about how things are like, dude. And if there's totally no reason to sell me your stones, let's just say what's up. That's cool. But if you do have a way and you want to see them polished on video or something, it'd be just cool. Yeah. Such a possibility then to get a stone that nobody's ever just been like, all right, I've got one of those, let's pass it on. Like, cause if you get that one, that's like 1 in a million, you know, you're never gonna get that handed down. Maybe if you want to spend five figures and buy it from somebody, you know. I guess that's you, the miner. So, you know, maybe I could tell you what you got. As my market builds up and more people buy my stones, you know, then I can get those stones from people. I can tell them, look, I've got the person for this. And that's just more value to a miner. It's that. So, I mean, that's the kind of person I am. I will go, I'll talk to the guy, right? I will be nice, or whatever. Maybe they'll like me. If you like me, let me be the one to get your stone. It's as simple as that. Right? Like that guy tracks, dude. I love that guy. It's no nonsense. You may not like what you see, but you always see him. That guy's not, you know, he's got a level of BSing to him, but then he's so real at other times. So I don't feel like he's a dishonest guy. And he'll BS and he'll laugh himself out. He's not one of those guys that's gonna try to pull it over you. He didn't sleep well when he does that. If he does that. I don't do that. I like to sleep well too. What's up, cat? I know. It's probably past 10. I'm going as fast as I can. Shush. Oh, come on. It's not that late, Shady. Yeah. Alright, let's get this puppy done. Boy, it'd be great to have somebody in the comments just say, wow, dude, you're polishing it so much more than you need to. Like, you could really do that so much quicker. That would be cool. And then on the other hand, someone could say, you have to do that for at least 5 minutes each. I'm doing about 8 minutes per grit, so just mentally, I'm not thinking about time. That's about how long until I feel like I've covered all the area. This stone, I can tell you, it's not huge. I think it's an 8mm oval, carat weight, 1.18. Nice little one, so about 8 minutes for a 1.2, 1.18 carat stone. Alright, let's take a peek here at, this was 50. Yeah, so it just absolutely glows. And I'll probably take a snapshot of each grit. If I can find a similar flash, that'd be a good idea. And you could go doot 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 doot, see how much better it got. Nice. I think that was 100. I don't even know where I am anymore. We're on the last one. Are we? What is this? 100. Right. Okay, God, just forgot where I was. Shady. I love you. Alright, this is the weirdest bit. I don't think I really like this one. For the 100. I almost want to just pop a new one in. This one just doesn't look fun right now. It looks like it's going to burn my fingers a lot. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're just going to jettison this one into a cup. And we'll write 100 on it. And we'll just think about that thing. Let it sort of matriculate there. I'm not digging that one. Let's go ahead and fire up this little ball. It's a big ball, but I'm gonna burn the crap out of my fingers too. I think I'll prep it with just a dab of water. I don't know if that's what cup that is. So I'll jettison that one too. That's what we do, jettison cups. That's why I got the little Dixie cup. I can just make this process quick. It's quick is saving money for people that want to buy some dope stones. So I try to do a damn good job as quick as I can. Same as in tile. No breaks. We've been chatting for an hour. You can tell this is what I like to do. I could do this all day. I guess we'll start with the top of this bit since there's so much freaking surface area for this one. So yeah, I'm just putting it on, smushing it in. If I get a big piece, pick it up, move it around, squish it in. Just try to get a nice layer everywhere. Shady is a Russian blue. Great cat breed. Great, best cat ever. Very talkative. Comment if you have a talkative Russian blue. Or have a cat that you like. Alright, 100K. Dude, we're almost done. So yeah, starting with the face, just want to get that best of the grit right where it needs to be. Because at the end of the day, you know, it probably might not even matter if the side of the stone was shined up. For costs or for some reason, you know, like some company wants to analyze, like, oh, I'm going to use a different mount so I don't have to polish up the sides. No, my policy is show as much of that stone as you can. Polish up as much of the stone as you can. Bottom line, try to respect the stone. If you have to keep things semi-practical, you know, it's just a fine line. Again, it's just about not lying about it, you know. You say, look, it's got great luster, and it's one of my early stones. So when I'm famous, it'll have extra value for being an early stone, although it might not be as polished as my later works. The great thing about a stone, man, take it out. You bring it back to you, I'll polish it up again. Proof's in the pudding. Bottom line, proof is in the pudding.
hearing? It's tripping me out, man. Thought I was hearing the sound of the diamonds, bro. It's like, I think my motor up here is like cricketing or something, dude. Tripping me out.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna re-up a little bit. Where did it go? Losing it, man. 50 minutes straight. I'm losing it. What's going on? Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. That's how you make sure you do a pretty good job, pretty decent job. You put it on again, rip it again. You know.
It's all research.
This is gonna be a great video to look back on.
See if anything I'm saying, holds water. I mean, the stone looks way better right here in front of my face, but it's just because I haven't been doing this so long. Like I said, I'm not gonna act like I know that what I'm doing is right. But for now, this is what I'm doing. A lot of people like my stones. I'm working on some exciting placements right now. And I'd love to just talk with anybody about the business side of opal. What's the value of a carat? Let's discuss the quality of a couple of your gems. Let's discuss the quality of a couple of mine. What's the craziest door you've ever sat down in, behind, and what's the craziest gem you've ever sold? Just talk quality and size. What was that like? What was your clientele like?
Do I need to have a $10,000 studio for those type of meetings?
Flat out. Because if I do, then just buy my stone if you like it. Put it through the $10,000 treatment. Hire me. Whatever it may be. It's just a side gig for me, I feel like I do pretty well with tile. And I feel like you deserve to do pretty well with something that you do well with. I do really good nice tile. And
if I'm doing really nice stones, then whoever wants to buy them from me, they're gonna pay me to that level. If they didn't, it would only be a matter of time for we would part ways. If they paid me to the right level, you'd have a great partner. How many people are out here polishing stones? Yeah. So, if you like the video, drop a comment, anything, because we're going to 200,000 now. The final physical polish. Not the final polish though, which will be just a little bit of that cerium oxide. So you get a physical finish and a chemical finish. Alright, we got a nice pointy one for 200,000. It's exciting. Close up 100,000. Ready, let's check it out. Wow, it's looking good. Maybe if I don't hold it this time, I'll just set it down and then we can get a little better shot of it. It's just so much light coming in from my light. Let's do that. This is more of a reality light. And my other light was so bright. See if we can give it a rub on the old jeans. It may be 0 fingerprints, I don't know. We'll try. I love how the light is literally reflecting onto my finger. No. It's kind of tough to get it while it's sitting still. That didn't make any sense, but
have to get some tweezers. And I'm just printing it, just fingerprinting it. Look at that, see, nice polish. The light is coming out the sides. Let's just go ahead and check the back side. Forget fingerprints for a second. Yeah, you can see how nice and shiny it's getting. Some deep color bars in this bad boy. Yeah, let's just look at the play on the sides and the back. Cool. We're not done. We got 2 more levels, man. So yeah, we're going on to about an hour here for this final polishing. And that's about what I expected. I'm gonna go a little bit over. But sometimes it must take about 2 or 3 hours then to shape. I haven't ever timed myself. Sometimes I'll do a few stones in a night. I think I could probably get the process down to about 3 hours. I mean, why not? When you get really good at it, have a decent enough stone. Searching. 'Cause, oh baby, I'm searching. $200K. I don't know what we're doing here. As soon as it happens. I'm just gonna go fresh water again. Alright, 200K. Probably already did that. Somebody comment if I did or didn't. I already changed that water. Let's see. Yeah, I like the shape of this bit too. You just sort of slam it down there. That first one's really pointy. I think this might be my favorite shape. Like a long cone. Not a cylindrical cone. Welcome to the shine, baby. You asked for 200K, you're gonna get it. It's a nice sound, scraping it out over the gem. You hear that edge. Nice and shiny. Fingernail in there. Let's give it a rinse. Maybe drop on just a touch more of that 200. Nice solid finish. Give it a rinse. Give it a rinse. Trust my eyes any day of the week. I've been looking at through a camera this whole time. Let me take a look at this thing. And I will look at the glare of the light and tell you what I think. We're getting real close, man. I'm not sure if it's perfect. It could be. Let's get my fingerprints off and stuff. I think it's gotta be perfect. Put a lot of time in on each grit. It's gonna be good. Where can I go to,
I guess I could just try to just get them certified, get a cut grade or something.
I'd like to get graded. Let me know if you'd like to grade my stones. On the cut. I want a polisher's certificate. This guy is a strong 95%. I always want that 100. I see a lot of people's stuff online. It just looks great. I feel like, just trying to play with the big dogs. But who knows? And just another person doing it. It's not rocket science. My eyes will go bad. People's eyes go bad. It's just the machines. You want a machine-made stone, you want a handmade stone. Tell me what there's more of when it comes to jewelry. Opal jewelry. You're getting something that was made by a machine. You're getting something that was made by a person like me sitting here yapping his ass off thinking about you. Thinking about wishing you good luck. When's the last time somebody sat and thought about you for an hour? Just you. What's that worth? What kind of stone? I hate when people talk about lab-made stones. And part of it, to state the obvious, is that we didn't make this thing. This is a natural anomaly that happened a long time ago. I can't stand when people want to buy a stone that's man-made a few days ago, months ago, years ago, whatever. Man-made. It's just, that's not, for me, what I really like stones. I like them because they're built by some moment. Built by just an occurrence. That's a huge part of it for me. I will take 5 machine-made stones. Even if I love the guy that was doing the machine that made it, I don't know, we made that though. I'll take 5 of those and trade it for one real one. Do not drop it. What the fuck was that? Oh, the cap. So what the heck was that? Pull the plunger back a little, add a little suction to it. I think so. Alright, 200K all day, baby. Done and done. Having fun. We got one thing left to do. But it is serious oxide. I polish. They call me Syria. Bum bum down. Final step. An hour and 3 minutes. I'm gonna have a Sprite and a corn dog after this, I'll tell you what. Hey, last drop of water. Add it to the old cerium. Spin it up. Spin. Too much water. Oh, actually, that's not bad at all. Time to get serious. I don't even know what song that was. Well, this being a chemical finish, I just like a nice steady speed. Just a steady pressure. And more on the time side. Just do it for a while, kind of thing. So I don't know if it really has a grit to it, or it needs to do its work. It has a chemical in it. It just needs to do its work, I guess. I don't know if there's a difference. Who knows what the hell I'm talking about sometimes. Look at the stone. You like the stone? You like the way it looks? I don't know. Fuck yeah, I like the way it looks. It's gonna be shining here in a second. Comment below your favorite music to work to. ASAP. My playlist is getting huge. It's got the weirdest mix. Love it. I love to talk music with anybody all day. I like everything from reggae to 50s to death metal to creative, unknown, brand new, and everything in between. This paper definitely keeps my desk cleaner. I'm gonna wipe it down the other night. One more. What the hell is, why is it, it sounds like a cricket? I don't know if I need to do something with that. Do some lube on that shaft. Make sure to lube your shaft regularly. Or have it serviced by a professional. Isn't it nice paying people to do things when they're good at their job? I fucking love that. I used to like working on my cars. And then once I realized, yeah, I can work on my car, I can do a little bit of this and that. Can't do that, I can do some of this. I was like, that's so much nicer to pay somebody that can do all that shit. Because look how he did that alternator. It was a thing of art, man. He nailed it. He was, you know, it's not whatever, for whatever that's worth. Plus you want to, you want to send work to people that are good and do good work. I want to get business for my work. I think my work's good. Same thing. I want to pay people. I do. I want to pay them to do good work. I think that makes the best boss.
Alright, that's a wrap. Hour and 7 minutes to do one stone.
Talking some serious work, I think.
Fuck yeah. Maybe just because it's late, because I could do about 7 or 8 in a day. Think about it that way. Just this step. That's a day, man. I could do a lot of time in an hour. Anyway. Alright, so. Shined up. Cerium oxided up. The final. Does it make a difference? Ultimate. Can you see the difference? Ritz. Oh, something about that final couple too, man. I can already see it in the reflection. There's the mirror. You see it. The light is perfectly like a water drop now. Alright, no cheating. No cheating now. Let's take it over to how you did it before. Out of the light with the flashlight on. Yeah, dude. Don't skip your cerium. It could be that. But look at that. It's extremely polished. Do a spin doctor. The scarab, dude. The wildfire. Oh, son of a butt. Okay, here now. Bonus, tonight's edition. Which way will we set the stone? Doesn't matter, because you just put the ring on the other way. You get that side. It doesn't fit as good now that it's shiny. Is that possible? Is that a real thing? Alright, so I'm not as much on the jewelry part. How do you guys hold these rocks perfectly at the angle you like so you can bend the metal? Like, riddle me that. Looking primitive tools over here. That's what we don't have them. Anyway, maybe we'll hold off on bending that on video. I don't want to horrify any. Look at that. We are. So pretty. you have enjoyed this video. And for the last time, if you do have an awesome comment to leave, please leave me a comment. Like, follow. I'll show you some more cool stuff as I figure it out. More than likely, you'll show me a few cool things.